Good evening. Leading the news this Tuesday, the launch of the shuttle Discovery and its Hubble Space Telescope was scrubbed minutes before liftoff. 3 European hostages were set free in Lebanon. We'll have details in our news summary in a moment. Judy Woodruff is in Washington tonight. Judy?
After the news summary, we turn first to Mikhail Gorbachev's newest headache, the burgeoning independence movement in Soviet Georgia. We have a report on the bloody clash 1 year ago there between Soviet troops and demonstrators. Get an update report on yesterday's protests and talk with a Russian expert on the popular movements, Nina Balayeva. Then TV Marti. We look at the battle between Washington and Fidel Castro over broadcasting a U.S. message to Cuba. The head of the Cuban-American National Foundation, Jacqueline Tillman, and John Nichols, a communications professor at Pennsylvania State University, join us. Finally, essayist Susan Shreve with some thoughts on a melting pot that stopped melting. The tragedy of United Airlines Flight 811 was back in the news today. A little more than a year ago, a cargo door on the Boeing 747 ripped open over the Pacific Ocean, blowing 9 passengers out of the plane. Today, the National Transportation Safety Board said that United Airlines, Boeing, and the FAA all shared blame for the accident. The NTSB said United failed to properly inspect the door after its electrical system had failed 2 months earlier. It also cited Boeing and the FAA for failing to institute corrective measures after similar malfunctions on other 747s.
3 European hostages were released in Beirut today. A French woman, her Belgian boyfriend, and their baby daughter, who was born in captivity, were driven to the French embassy in Beirut and flown to Paris. They were kidnapped aboard their yacht on the Mediterranean 2.5 years ago by the Palestinian terrorist group led by Abu Nidal. The group accused them of spying for Israel. They're believed to have been held in Libya. Their release came days after an appeal from Libya's leader Muammar Gaddafi, and a month after the French sold 3 warplanes to Libya that had been held up for 3 years. 4 other family members seized aboard the yacht are